Good morning, students. Now we're going to make an activity in order to show you the importance of washing our hands with soap and water to get rid of all the germs and viruses on our hands. So the materials used in this experiment are plate, water, pepper, and hand soap. Let's now watch the video in order to show you how this activity is done. Good morning. Let's start with our activity to show you the importance of washing your hands with soap and water. Here I have a plate with some water in it. I have hand soap and I have pepper. First, I want to put in the water some pepper. Okay, now we can start our activity. I want you to pretend that pepper is like the virus. Since we can't see the virus, so we use the pepper instead. Now I'm going to dip my finger in the water. Did anything happen? No, nothing happened, but you can see now some pepper stuck on my finger. This is how the virus will be on your hands and your fingers. Now I want to clean my hand to move the pepper. I want to add some soap on my finger. And now I'm going to dip my finger again in the water and the pepper so you can see what will happen. Do you see how the pepper moved away? This is how the soap will take all the germs and viruses out of your hands, and there is no more pepper on my finger. This shows you that it's very important to use soap when you are washing your hands in order to get rid of all the germs and bacteria on your hands, and not only wash with water. And you can try this activity at home with the help of your parents. After trying this simple experiment of soap and pepper that shows us the importance of using soap while washing our hands, I want you now to bring your books in order to continue our lesson, What are adaptations? You please to open your book on page 144 so you can follow. Animal adaptations. Animals have many adaptations that help them survive in their environments. As we said before, the definition of adaptation is a physical feature or behavior that helps an organism survive in its environment. Animal adaptations have two types: the physical adaptation and the behavioral adaptation. The physical adaptation, when the body parts of an animal help it survive in its environment. And the behavioral adaptation, it is something an animal does, how it acts, usually in response to its environment. Why do animals need adaptation? This is a very important question in order to understand better what is adaptation. So adaptations help animals to get food, protect themselves from being eaten by predators, and to survive in severe weathers. Here are some examples of adaptations that help animals get food. They could have sharp beaks, sharp teeth, or sharp claws. So these are parts of their bodies that help them adapt to their environment in order to get food. So this is a kind of physical adaptation. Now we're going to talk about some examples of adaptations that protect animals from being eaten by predators. So some animals have stingers, like the scorpion, bees, jellyfish also have stingers in order to protect themselves when a predator comes close to it. Other animals have quills, like the porcupine. Other animals have smelly sprays, like the skunk, which sprays a stinky smell when a predator comes close to them. Bitter tasting flesh. So some animals have bad taste, so this is also a way in order to protect themselves from predators. And other animals have bright colors like the monarch butterfly and the poison dart frog, so they warn the predators that they are poisonous. Another adaptation is for moving in order to help an animal protect itself from predators or from severe weathers. So here are some examples of this kind of adaptation. The fins enable a fish to swim away from its enemies. Birds also have wings, which help them quickly move to get away from predators or from cold weather. Hibernation is also a type of adaptation that some animals have in order to protect themselves to survive in severe weathers. So what is hibernation? Hibernation is a state of rest. So the animal is inactive. It is at rest. Hibernation is a behavior that helps some animals survive low temperatures, so usually in the winter. These are examples of hibernating animals: bats, chipmunks, marmots, and bears. In order to understand better, let's talk about the bears. It takes a season-long snooze, so it sleeps throughout the winter. A bear crawls into a cave with a belly full of food, ready to sleep through the cold winter. That bear is going to hibernate until spring, where the weather becomes warm again. After watching this video and reading page 144 in order to understand well this lesson, I want you to solve as a homework number 4 on page 145. Let's read together the question. Put your finger on the first word so you can follow. Number 4, classify. Read about the animals on this page. Circle the names of the animals with adaptations for getting food. Underline the names of the animals with adaptations for protection. So here what you have to do is to circle the names of animals that adapt in order to get food and to put a line under the names of animals that adapt in order to protect themselves.